All right, so let's look at the first question. In a bag, there are three identical balls and five identical bats. The total mass of items in a bag is 6.48 kilograms. So I don't want to continue with decimals, so let me write 6.48 kilograms in grams. That is 6.48 times 1000. That would be 6,480 grams. Right, what about bag B? Bag B too has balls and bats, and the total mass of the items in bag B is 4.4 kilograms, which means 4,400 grams. Right. So mass of a ball is not given to me. So let's consider the mass of a ball as x grams and mass of a bat as y grams. Right. So based on the first information of bag A, I can build an equation, right? So the total mass is equal to 6,480 grams. Now, how do we get the total mass? The total mass is by adding the mass of three identical balls. So mass of three balls plus the mass of uh, five bats. So mass of five bats is equal to 6,480 grams. So how do you find the mass of three balls? The mass of three balls. What's the mass of one ball? It hasn't been given to us, but we are considering the mass of one ball as x. And how many such balls are there? Three. So then what would be the mass of three balls? One ball is x grams, so x times 3 plus. What would be the mass of five bats? We are considering the mass of one bat as y grams, then five bats means y into 5. So 3x plus 5y equals 6,480. All right, that's our equation 1. So now let's look at the story that is told about bag B. What about bag B? They have said bag B uh, right, there are balls and bats. Can I consider the mass of a ball in bag B as x? Let's see whether it can be. In bag B, there are five identical balls and three identical bats. These balls and bats are identical to which are in bag A. All right. So, something that is identical to a ball that is there in bag A is then bag B, and same story with bats. So I can use the same X and Y, right? So in a bag B, okay, they are told us a total mass. So total mass is equal to 4,400 grams. How do we get the total mass of what is then bag B? First of all, you got to know what's then bag B. So what's then bag B? Five identical balls. So then to make the total mass, you got to find, or you got to know the mass of five identical balls plus the other item. Was the other item? Bats. So mass of three bats. So mass of five balls and mass of three bats all together makes 4,400 grams. So that is 4,400. So how do you get the mass of five balls? Mass of one ball is considered as x. The mass of 5 balls will be 5 times x, or x times 5, which is 5x. What will be the mass of 3 bats? The mass of 1 bat is y, then 3 bats would be y times 3, which is 3y. So 5x plus 3y is equal to 4400. That's our second equation. Right. So now what we'll do is let's write the two equations one under the other, so that it's quite easy for us to decide what to eliminate and how to eliminate. So let me go to the next page. Right. So the first equation what we got was 3x plus 5y is equal to 6480. That's from bag A. Then from bag B, we found out there are bag B. What we found out was 5x plus 3y is equal to 4400. 5x plus 3y equals 4400. Right. Now there is a problem. What's the problem? Not yet. There's no letter which is eligible for elimination. Why? Because we look out for a letter which has the same coefficient. But we don't see anything. We don't see any letter which has the same coefficient. Not x, not y. So what's the plan then? Can we bring both three? My target is x, okay? I'm targeting x. I could have target y also, up to you. You can either target x or y. I'll target x. So my target is to eliminate x. To do that, I got to bring both 3 and 5 into one place. So where would 3 and 5 meet? Where would the 3 times table and 5 times table meet? They would meet at 15. The LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. Right. So I got to change this 3x to 15x. To do that, I got to multiply the equation number 1 by 5. Then what would I get? 3x times 5 would give me 15x. Then 5y times 5 would give me 25y. And 6480 times 5 would give me, that is 648 times 5. So let's see what is 648 times 5. 648 times 5 is 3240. It's 6480, so an extra 0. That's 32,400. All right, that's my third equation. Now what do I do to the orange one? I'm going to change this 5 to 15. So I'm going to multiply the equation number 2 by 3, because 5 times 3 is 15. Then what would I get? 5 times 3 is 15x. Then here is 3y. 3 times 3 is 9, 9y. Then 4,400 times 3 is 13,200, correct? Yep, yeah. That's equation 4. Right. Now we can decide what to eliminate. As we planned, we can eliminate x. That was our target. Y, both x's got 15 as the number in front of it. Right. So what to eliminate? X to be eliminated. The next thing to be decided is how. Are you going to use addition or subtraction? How do you decide that? Look at the 15x's sign here. What is it? It's plus. What's this orange color 15x's sign? It is 2 plus. It is also plus. So both these 15x's got plus as their signs. So it's same signs. So when we have same signs, what do? We go to subtract. So we go to do equation 3 minus 4. Or the other way around, 4 minus 3, up to you. I'll do 3 minus 4. So I'm doing 3 minus 4. All right, what is equation 3? That is 15x plus 25y. Then comes the minus sign, the subtraction, what we plan to do. Then comes the orange equation, equation 4. That is 15x plus 9y. Always remember when you're writing the second equation, here the second equation, the fourth one, when you're writing the fourth equation, it should be written inside the brackets. Is equal to, once again, it's 3. So what's equation 3's right hand side? 32,400. Then comes the subtraction. Then comes equation 4. That is 13,200. So now what you can do is you can remove the brackets. 15x plus 25y minus into 15x is minus 15x, minus into plus is minus 9y equals 32,000 minus 32,400 minus 13,200. What would that be? That is 32,400 minus 13,200. That is 19,200. Right. So then 15x minus 15x is 0x. As expected, x is getting eliminated. 25 minus 9. 25 minus 9 is 16, right? Yeah, 16y is equal to 19,200. Then what would y be equal to? Y would be equal to 19,200 divided by 16. What would that be? 19,200 divided by 16. That's 1. 3 remains. 32 has 4, or rather 2. That's 2. 2 times 16 is 32. 0 comes. So it's going to be 1,200. So what is y is 1,200. Y equals 19,200 divided by 16 results in 1,200. All right. So we have found out y's value. Now we got to find out x's value. How do you find the x's value? Substitute x with 1,200 in any equation you wish. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm opting 1 because 1 has quite smaller numbers, right? 3x plus 5 are quite small. I'm opting 1, but up to you. You can use any equation to do that substitution. All right, 3x. I'm using equation number 1. So 3x plus 5y is equal to 6,480. 6,480. So 3x plus 5 into, just while ago I found out what y's value is. What is y's value? 1,200. That's what I found out while ago. 6,480. So 3x is equal to 6,480. 5 times 1,200 is 6,000. So plus 6,000 goes other side. It's minus 6,000. Right? So x is equal to 480 divided by 3. So x is equal to 160. All right, so let's write the summary. X equals 160. comma, y equals 1200. But don't stop with this. We are the ones who introduced the letter x's and y's. But what did the examiner say? He wants us to find the weight of a ball and a weight of a bat, or the mass of a ball and a mass of a bat. So what is x? We took mass of a ball as x. So mass of a ball equals 160 grams. And what is y? We took mass of a bat as y. So mass of a bat equals 1200 grams. All right, that's it with question number 1. Let's look at question number 2 now.